Hello, everybody. It is Saturday, June 7th, 2025. Today we are in Dungeness, Washington. We are attempting to go check out the new Dungeness Lighthouse. Right now we're at the Dungeness Wildlife Reserve and National Park. It's a pretty cool place so far. Just right here. As usual at all these places, parking is kind of at a premium. Oh, you know what? Speaking of parking, I don't see anybody else that has one, but we didn't put our path up.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, good thinking. Producers on the ball as always. So, back to what I was saying. We came down in the parking lot. It's a little roundy round right here. The main entrance is down there. The cool thing about this place, or one of the cool things, is it is a wildlife refuge. It's also a campground. There's day use picnic areas here. I saw one that was reserved, so you can reserve them. I wonder which way we go. Does it point? This way. Okay, so this way to the trailhead. And then also you have the trail to hike out to the spit and hopefully to see the lighthouse. So it said 100 yards to the trailhead, I think. I can hear the water right on the other side of all these bushes. It's not that far away. So hopefully we'll find the trailhead here shortly. As you can see, it's not a huge path, maybe two to 3 feet wide. Just some kind of packed down dirt with a thin layer of bark on top. I would say pretty good for hiking, but not very good for like wheelchair traveling. They do have a restroom, which is nice. I think I was right. I think the trailhead is more back by the main entrance. But at least as you can see, hopefully you can hear that in the background. The birds are chirping and singing. It's nice and sunny. It's a beautiful day. If you're a subscriber, you might know we just recently took a trip up the Washington coastline to do some lighthouses. Bad calculations on my part. Didn't realize how far it was to the northern coast from where we were. A little too far to get it all covered on the trip we had planned. So there were 2 places left we wanted to go. New Dungeness was one, and Cape Flattery is the other. Cape Flattery is more like a 6-hour drive from home, so we're gonna have to plan that one at a little bit later date. As you can see, a lot of people here, very busy, but very cool place to be busy.
Hi there.
I guess this gives you a little insight as to what's going on around here. Hello. There's a picture of where we're headed. Let's see if we can find out. "150 years." Very interesting. Very interesting.
Unless you have the America the Beautiful National Parks. No, we charge every pass. Yes, okay. So it'll be $10. Not each. So, okay.
Hi folks. Good, how are you doing? Good. Did you enjoy it?
What's the deal here?
It's $3
$3 to get in, to go beyond for total.
$3?
Yeah. I
So
didn't
the
bring my
parks are
purse.
stealing from us once again. Isn't that nice? The parks that we pay to have in the first place, we have to pay again to get in and use. That's pretty awesome. Way to go, government. And whatever. So here's your information right here. Pay, 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 pay. Pay, pay, pay. Accepted passes.
This is 5.5 long to the lighthouse at the end.
So I guess if you don't have any. Oh, here you go.
And the best thing is that it's overlooked, there is a free telescope. It's really cool.
Funny how the government makes it so difficult for some things, but whenever it comes to taking money, they make that real easy. Real easy. So you must pay to go see the lighthouse. So do you want to go down and see it, or?
Yeah. Can you bring your wallet?
Yeah.
It's $3.
Does it have to be cash or what? QR.
Oh, you can.
And then you can go out on the strip itself. That is to pay online. Up to where you see there's a pole.
Yeah, online.
Do you want to do it? Otherwise, I got to turn my camera off.
And all the rocks and the logs over there got washed over the strip.
Yeah, I put in my information on it.
To see what waves to carry.
Well, I mean, you can use mine.
No.
That's all you need. I just can't turn my camera off.
Right.
All right, hold on, people. We got to figure out how to give the government some more money.
So, yeah, the only.
All right, well, here's a tip. If you want to come down here, bring some cash with you. Bring exactly $3 in cash, because if you don't, it's a real pain in the ass to go through the QR thing. So be advised of that.
Eight.
Then you go down to the water, you want to turn to the water.
All right. All right, so we're still attempting to pay our $3. I think it would have been faster for me just to stop and beg people for a quarter.
See the payment. All right, I'm gonna need a card.
I'm just too lazy to walk back to the car. Okay, so should you go the QR code route? There you go. Confirmed our order. We're good to go now. We've given Uncle Sam his taste. Now we can continue on. So now we're on. Drones prohibited. I wonder why that is. You can fish in the wildlife area. Interesting. Because bicycles disturb the wildlife, you can't have any here. So don't come here unless you just want to go on a hike to the lighthouse or go fishing. As I said about Uncle Sam getting his taste, one more reminder. Hey, did you give us our money yet? Okay. As long as you did, you can proceed. I have to say, the walk down here, as you can tell, here, I'll be quiet for a minute. It's very nice and peaceful. Thankfully, you've got these ginormous trees. They're very skinny and not a lot of branches, but boy, they do provide some nice shade. Especially especially for those of you that aren't local to the Washington, Oregon area. We lucked out. We came up on the cooler of the 2 days. Tomorrow, Sunday, is supposed to be almost 100. So I wouldn't want to be making this hike in 100 degrees, even with this little bit of shade. This was kind of cool. They have some little areas you can sit down and chill. Have a little sign here. Tells you what the plants are that are around you. Western hemlock. Pretty sure hemlock is poison. Interesting. Alright. So our last video we did on our trip was Cape Disappointment Lighthouse. And we had to do it was close to 2.5 mile hike to get to the lighthouse on that one. I think this is about half that distance.
Half mile.
The only part of this that's bad is compared to Cape Disappointment, which was a lot of uphill on the way to the lighthouse, this is a lot of downhill, which means it's going to be a lot of uphill on the way back. Ah, darn, I wish I had my bike. Oh, wait, you can't ride bikes here. Never mind. Another bench. I don't see any signs describing the plant life for that bench, though. They must have grown tired of it already. One sign is all you get. As you can see, decent amount of traffic coming back the other way, so this place is a somewhat popular attraction. Really, pretty much every place we've stopped on our tours, they've all been really cool. A lot of them are really unique. The only problem they all have in common is not enough parking. A lot of the places have too small parking lots. So take that information for what it's worth. Off hours probably better than others. I'm going to stop babbling for a little while now and concentrate on getting to the lighthouse. Okay, there are definitely a lot of pit stop areas along the way, lots of benches to sit down on, which, you know, like these guys using it for the right idea here. And then I have to imagine we're getting close. And the producer let me know to tell everybody there is also beach access down here. So if you want, you can get down by the water and put your toes in, or more, depending on how adventurous you are. I see something through the trees up ahead. Looks like it might be a sign about another 60 yards away. So we'll see.
Can you name the animal?
So let's get some info off the sign here.
Well, what's in here? Seaweed?
All these
And
net
seal?
floats that float up on the beach. You gotta get rid of those.
A bird and
Well, that's a pretty cool picture of a whale
chipmunk.
breaching. Some seals. A raccoon. He got them all right. I'll give him credit for that.
You want me to take that?
That's for sure.
Let's keep walking. We got
All right. Good job, young man. All right. Well, that must mean we're getting pretty close. I can actually hear the water.
How y'all doing?
Good. Nearby. Okay. Just because I've been having issues with my camera for some reason, I don't know if it's myself or mechanical, but it keeps shutting off when I pause it for too long. So I'm just going to keep you with me. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, decomposition timeline. Huh, this is interesting actually. Shows you how long it takes various items to decompose, and just a plain old newspaper or paper is 2 to 4 months. That's much longer than I would have thought. An orange peel is 6 months. Interesting. 1 to 5 years for a wool sock. Who'd have guessed that? 5 years for a paper cup. Wow, nylon fabric, 30 to 40 years. Styrofoam ring, indefinite, like never. And a 6-pack ring, 450 years. An aluminum can. Wow, if only the beer inside lasted 200 to 400 years. Monofilament line. Plastic bottle, indefinite. Glass bottle, 1,000,000 years. Holy smokes. A cigarette butt, 10 to 12 years. And a sneaker, 80 years. Crazy. That's so much longer for so much of that than I would have ever guessed. That's nuts. Come on, people. Do your part. Don't throw that garbage in the water. Okay, looks like there's a couple different things. Oh, here we go. We're about to see our fee dollars at work. Are you guys as excited as I am? Let's go check it out. Let's see what our dollars are buying us. A nice wooden bench that hasn't seen a coat of varnish or stain or anything since it's been built. But at least it's here. Okay, we'll give them credit for that. It's here. We've got some sweet information boards about all the critters that live around here. Interesting. All right, very interesting. You do have, okay, I know a lot of you think I'm cynical or whatever you want to call it, but come on. You've got 2 telescopes here. Now, I'm standing directly behind one telescope. As you can see, there's your view, mostly of a tree. And here's directly behind the other telescope. Here's your view of some trees. Excellent. I wish I could get a shot through the telescope. I can't. But, I mean, really? You might want to top those trees. Just saying. Unfortunately, also I just noticed, I thought perhaps you could see the lighthouse from here, but I do not see it unless we're right on top of it. So, okay, we're going to continue on. Okay, for anybody that might be interested in coming here for the wildlife refuge side of things, I'm going to go over the pictures kind of fast. These are pictures of what you can find here, I guess. And then above, or in the middle of all the pictures, they have a list. So I'll go over the list slow enough for y'all to get a good... Okay, here we go. These are all of the creatures you can find here. There is quite an assortment, I will say that. A red-breasted nuthatch. I like the name of that. Some people say I belong in a nuthatch. I can't say they're right or wrong. All right, well, I was not necessarily misled. Maybe I misled myself. I thought that Lighthouse was going to be much closer down the trail than this. I don't know if I can even zoom in on it. It's so far away. well, yeah, that's as close as I can get. But from here, it looks like it's about a mile away. So that's a pretty good shot. I mean, that is a gorgeous picture. Look at those big old mountains in the background. Or a big mountain in the background, I should say. Man, it's too bad it's so far away. I really would have liked to walk down and check that out, but that's much too far. Plus, I'm wearing my decent shoes, not my beachcombing shoes. Once again, foiled by my own retarded plan. There's some brave souls down here that decided to make some sort of journey. Where are they? There's a few right there. There's a few more behind them back here. There we go, way back there. I wonder how long it would take to walk down there. Seems like quite a while. Darn, I wish I had a rangefinder for golf. I don't know if it'd shoot that far. It'd tell me how far it was. Alright, so here's the information on the spit itself. Tells you how it was formed. Very interesting. So there's one. Alright. So, I don't think we're going to make it down to the lighthouse, but I think we're going to try and get down by the water. Now we're a little closer. You can probably hear the water in the background. There's a nice loud one there. It really is a beautiful day here. We really lucked out. As you can see, we're coming to the end of the main trail. It empties out right down here on the beach. And as you can see from here, I'm pretty certain that all that land you're looking at right over there, because right now we're on the top side of Washington State, on the south side of the Puget Sound, and we're looking north over at Canada. Pretty sure that's Victoria over there. So, and then you have the beach access, but it's so far away from here now that I can't even see the lighthouse. So that's pretty crazy. Unfortunately, the beach isn't real sandy down here. You can kind of see from here. I'll get a better look when I get closer. It's a lot of rocks. A lot of driftwood and a lot of rocks. So we're going to get down a little closer. Producer has to get her feet wet. Hold on. All right, so we made it down to the water. I'll get one more shot. You can see from here, way out there in the distance is the lighthouse behind the mountain. But that shot looks super cool. So we're gonna get down here by the water, see how cold it is, and tight. Gotta kind of pay attention so I don't trip and break my ankle. That would be unfortunate. All right, we made it. So as you can see from here, we're in the Puget Sound, but it is salt water, so you get that ocean smell, which I love. And if you look over this way down over here is Port Angeles, and then these fantastic mountains right here in the background, I believe, are part of the Olympic mountain range. I mean, if you're from the area, you already know. If you're not from the area, you can see. I don't think the video even does it justice how beautiful the area is around here. So if you're anywhere near northern Washington and you want to go for a nice long hike along the ocean, maybe you want to check out a lighthouse or some wildlife, you should definitely come up to New Dungeness Lighthouse and check it out. Speaking of a town called Dungeness, how could you not have some awesome crab around here? So I think that might be our next mission, to find some great crab, see what's up. So I think this is gonna do it. Wait, before we leave, we just gotta find out, how cold is it? Let's see. Oh, it's not that cold actually. A little bit. But I think I might even contemplate going for a swim in that. It's not too bad. All right, so signing out. Whoa, chasing me with the beautiful view from Puget Sound and the Dungeness Spit. Please click that thumbs up, hit the subscribe. It's free, helps me out. Come on, we're climbing, trying to get to 100. We're at 85 or 6. We can do it. And share the video with somebody, let them know. And if you got any comments, anything you'd like to see or places you'd like to check out, let me know. Love to hear about it. So until next time, enjoy the outdoors and the sunshine. Peace.